Smurf Racers. Wow, this episode from the Smurfs for 2021 rocks. This episode starts. It is the annual pumpkin race in Smurf Village as Papa Smurf and Willow host. For the first time ever, the Smurf girls will be participating in it. Reporter demonstrates the rules of the competition. 4 mixed pairs of Smurfs will be racing for victory, while the Golden Cup is reserved for last year's champion, Hefty. The macho Hefty shows up and gloats about his victories as the other Smurfs cheer. Reporter asks Hefty if he's happy to be partnered up with Blossom. Hefty claims it doesn't make much difference because he can win, even blindfolded. Storm retaliates, saying she can beat him any day, with her partner Dimwitty agreeing. Reporter also explains that each member will be given a map, which will help them locate everything and dodge obstacles. Later, the two will reverse their roles. Hefty calls Blossom a lucky girl since they will win with him on the team. Blossom simply says it doesn't matter if they win or lose, it matters if they participate. Hefty explains that they are there to win. Aside from Hefty and Blossom, Storm is determined to not let Hefty win, which becomes harder to accomplish as Dimwitty colored around the map, frustrating Storm. Also participating in the race are Smurfette and Brainy, the latter irritating the former with him claiming she has a lack of knowledge and shows her his book, The Rules and Statistics of the Pumpkin Rally. The last group of participants are Grouchy and Lily, the former stating he doesn't like racing or dressing up. This annoys Lily as she asks him why he is participating, but Grouchy says he doesn't like not participating. The Smurfs get ready to race, revving up their engines as Begonia marks the start. With that, the Smurfs take off, except Lily and Grouchy, the latter of which is the driver. The Smurfs race in the forest, with Lily and Grouchy starting much farther behind. All groups struggle to go faster and faster, with the most hostile crew members being Hefty and Storm. Their partners, however, are much calmer, with Blossom wanting to enjoy the view and Dimwitty not watching where he's going, causing him and Storm to fall into a mushroom, leaving them far back from Hefty and Blossom. Elsewhere, Lily tells Grouchy to turn left, but Grouchy ends up turning right. Also elsewhere, Brainy's endless talking irritates Smurfette as she focuses on driving. The two Smurfs unknowingly pass by Gargamel with his cat Israel. Seeing the race as an opportunity to get to the village, they hide as the other Smurfs' cars come their way. In the sky, reporter flies by a stork, reporting that Smurfette and Brainy are first in line, with Blossom and Hefty second. Hefty orders Blossom to catch up with Smurfette. Blossom successfully does, but she takes a turn to look at the flowers, which frustrates Hefty. Smurfette and Brainy continue to be in the lead, with Storm and Dimwitty coming close until they pass by them. However, Dimwitty turns around while still driving backwards, saying this is to say hello to the other drivers. This angers Storm as she tells him to turn the other way, but he turns around with turning the car and the two fall onto a hill. Hefty mocks Storm for this as Dimwitty comes back to the race. The Smurfs come out of the log, where Gargamel is hiding, and goes into it, telling Israel to follow him. The two Smurfs behind, Lily and Grouchy, enter the log, but are treated to a surprise from Gargamel, who freezes the two and he and Israel go into the car. Now, Gargamel is Lily and Israel is Grouchy, respectively, with their plan to follow the other Smurfs and they'll lead them to the village. It is now nightfall as reporter continues to fly on the stork, reporting that the drivers will now take a pit stop before they swap places. The groups of Smurfs get their wheels and themselves swapped. Hefty, Storm, and Brainy are the racers now for each group. Just then, Handy sees Lily and Grouchy, with Handy believing that Grouchy was sunburned. Lily covers for him and says he has a tickle in his throat. Handy also sees Lily dressed up as the horrible Gargamel, which makes Lily laugh. Suddenly, the two Smurfs switch places. This causes trouble, as Israel cannot drive. However, they drive out of the pit stop and Israel cannot control the wheel, causing the two to crash into rocks. Gargamel has had enough and tells him that he will drive. Later, Lily and Grouchy are unpetrified as Lily tried to find a vehicle. Just then, a lizard is around, which delights her. Meanwhile, the competition is raging between Hefty and Blossom and Storm and Dimwitty. Hefty and Storm are going too fast, however, and their respective teammates fall off the cars. The two Smurfs race to see if Blossom and Dimwitty are okay, but their caring side fades away as Smurfette and Brainy pass by them, making Storm and Hefty lie and race after the two gloaters. Just then, Gargamel and Israel have lost sight of any Smurfs because of Israel's reckless driving, but suddenly, they come across Blossom and Dimwitty, who are upset that their partners abandoned them. The two Smurfs find Grouchy and Lily and believe it's really them. Gargamel and Israel find it harder to imitate being good Smurfs. Meanwhile, as Brainy and Smurfette are first place, they are upstaged by the solo Hefty and Storm. This enrages Brainy and he speeds full throttle. Elsewhere, Blossom congratulates Grouchy on his orange complexion. Israel tries to thank Blossom, but he ends up meowing, making Blossom worried that Israel and Gargamel is nearby. Dimwitty tells Blossom that Gargamel will never find them because he's stupid. This makes him, Blossom, and Israel laugh until Gargamel silences Israel in his voice. This has Blossom realize that this is Gargamel in Lily's body. As Lily says the map is taking forever, Blossom tells her to check the map. Gargamel sees that they have lost the map, with Dimwitty then offering his until Blossom warns him that it's Gargamel. However, Blossom sees that the map is ruined by Dimwitty from earlier and she gives it to Gargamel. Blossom then lies that she has to pee so they can get out of the car. Gargamel and Israel take the map and rush off. Reporter arrives with his stork, telling his viewers that an incident happened, but Dimwitty saved the incident from happening. Lily and Grouchy then show up on the lizard, telling Blossom and Dimwitty what happened, but Blossom says she already knows. Gargamel and Israel race to the presumed village, but Gargamel can't find where the village is because of the drawings Dimwitty put on it. Suddenly, the map flies in his face, causing the two to fall off a ravine and turning back to normal. Meanwhile, Storm and Hefty continue fighting, pedaling faster until Brainy arrives as well. The Smurfs race back to the village, with Hefty and Storm about to cross the finish line. They are thrown off by Brainy and Smurfette, who crash into them, making all four Smurfs fall out of their cars. They run out of them and cross the finish line at once. Despite winning, reporter congratulates the real heroes who stopped Gargamel from going into the village: Blossom, Dimwitty, Lily, and Grouchy. The Smurfs cheer for them instead, while the other four Smurfs see this as fair. However, Brainy tries to retaliate by using the rally rules, which earns him a kick out the village. The Smurfs cheer for the heroes, making Blossom and Dimwitty smile, and that is how the episode is. So, Smurf Racers rocks. And so does Family Time. Nearer, nearer on the armoire sucks. End of salute.